Welcome everybody, and thank you for watching these videos up until this point. My name is Parker Turk and I'm with Sun American Mortgage Company. We've been in the Valley for 32 years and been doing reverse mortgages for 27 of those years. And I personally have been writing reverse mortgages for 10. I am a CPA, certified public accountant, and also a certified reverse mortgage professional. I kind of pride myself in looking at a reverse mortgage from a financial planning point of view. And up until this point, you probably have listened to a couple of our videos, and hopefully you have the basics of a reverse mortgage. I think up until this point you've learned what a reverse mortgage is and the different ways of using the money and the different percentages that are allowed as you get older. Well, today I wanted to talk about a really unique aspect of the reverse mortgage, something that very few people grasp and very few people really understand. It's something that's fairly new in the reverse mortgage world. The reverse mortgage program started in 1989, but we've only been able to do a reverse mortgage to purchase a house since about 2008, 2009. And the way that works is you take the reverse mortgage, the way that it's already been explained to you, based on three variables: your age, the value of a house, so in this case a sales price, like you're going to go out and buy a house, and the interest rate that the government sets and regulates. What we do is we plug that into a calculator, and it's going to tell us what percentage of that home's value, the sales price of the home, you would have to bring in as a down payment. The rest of the sales price of the house would be brought in by us, Sun American Mortgage, in the form of a reverse mortgage. And what that accomplishes is it allows you to buy a house without having to come in with 100% of the cash to do that, and yet accomplish your goal of not having a mortgage payment. Now, most people that I talk to on a daily basis are really worried about buying their final house and what that payment's going to be. And so they save and they save and they save, $250,000 so that they can buy their final retirement home or the house that they want to be in for the foreseeable future with cash, so that they don't have to make a mortgage payment. Then they come to my office here when they hear about a reverse mortgage, and they say, "Wait, you're telling me that I can buy the same $250,000 house, but only have to come in with a portion of that, maybe $125,000, and I still won't have a mortgage payment?" And I say, yes. And then you get two types of people in the world. You get the same person that looks at that $250,000 house and they say, "Great, now I can buy the $250,000 house of my dreams and keep $125,000 in my pocket and still have no mortgage payment." Then you get another type of person that looks at that same situation and says, "Wait, you're telling me that with the same $250,000 I can now buy a $450,000 or $500,000 house and still not have a mortgage payment?" And I say, yes. And so you have two different types of people. What I wanted to show you really quick was the percentages on those reverse mortgages to purchase a house and how that would work. So somebody who's 62, you have to be 62 years or older to get a reverse mortgage, a government-insured reverse mortgage. Somebody who's 62 who has, let's say they've saved $250,000 of cash, and they want to go ahead and buy a reverse mortgage. They're going to come in, and they've identified now that they have a $250,000 house. And just like I said a moment ago, the government's going to punch that into a calculator, and they're going to come up with a percentage for the down payment. Now, the numbers that I'm using are actually net of the closing costs, and so I'm just trying to give you a basic idea of what amount of money you'd have to come in with to buy that $250,000 house. The down payment in that situation, I should probably put that at 62 years old. 62 years. The down payment on that situation would be roughly 50%. Now, what that means is that Sun American would then come in with our reverse mortgage for $125,000. And basically what you've accomplished is you've bought this $250,000 house, but you've only had to come in with $125,000. That home is then yours as if it's paid for free and clear for the rest of your life. You're free to sell it whenever you want, When you sell it, you'd simply have to pay back the $125,000 that we came in with for the reverse mortgage, plus the accrued interest on it over time. The blessing with the reverse mortgage is that if you ever wanted to make a payment, you could. There's no prepayment penalties whatsoever. And so in this case, I can't imagine why somebody who has that type of cash would rather either put it all the way into their house or would opt into a normal mortgage, just because this does everything that a normal mortgage does. It's just safer knowing that if you want to make a payment, you can. If you don't want to make a payment, you don't have to. The other option, I just wanted to give you another set of years, would be if somebody was, let's say, 78 years old. And this 78-year-old is going to go out and buy a $300,000 house. Well, somebody who's about 78 years old is going to need a down payment of roughly, in this situation, $120,000. And that would be about 40%, give or take a little bit. You're going to be able to buy that $300,000 house with a down payment of $120,000. Our reverse mortgage balance would then start at $180,000. You'd have purchased this $300,000 house as if you bought it for cash. You'd never have to make another mortgage payment the rest of your life. We would send you statements every month that say, this is not a bill, you do not need to make a payment. And it would show right on there, this is your mortgage balance, your reverse mortgage balance, this is the interest rate. The interest rates change based on the program that you choose. Fixed interest rates, adjustable interest rates. And every month you'd get to see that interest being added to that loan balance. The blessing is knowing that at no point in time would you ever have to make any payment. However, if you wanted to pay the interest, if you wanted to make a payment, you absolutely could. The interest, when you pay it, is tax deductible at this point, no different than a normal mortgage. And so what I want everybody to understand is just the fact that you can buy a house with a reverse mortgage. Sometimes it opens up your wallet a little bit. You can get a little bit nicer of a home based on these principles. Sometimes people are just looking to maintain that liquidity. Rather than put all of their money into the house, they can keep some and save it, spend it, invest it for rainy days going forward, and yet still accomplish the main goal in retirement of not having to make a mortgage payment. I hope this was useful information to you. We would absolutely love to run these scenarios for you in your specific situation. So please give us a call, and I can explain a little bit further the ins and outs of how to purchase a house with a reverse mortgage.